I lived and where the UN headquarters for the project were in Suva, the capital here. And then I lived in this little bay in Lamy, and then Nasinu is where the pottery was. So this is my house right there with the red roof. These are kind of mud flats, though the water did come right up to the door. This was where the reef was. I went there as a United Nations volunteer. Which is actually part of the Peace Corps. It's administered by the Peace Corps, so I was both. I was a UNV and a Peace Corps at the same time. Wrote a couple articles for the local. This is a burner that we used on the kilns that was fed by waste oil. So I kind of did a little schematic and drawing for the Ceramics Monthly magazine. And here's another article, maybe I'll show those later. Glazing with Fiji materials. This was one of the, I designed that and built that furnace. It was basically to melt down, to frit. It's called fritting, where you melt down materials, powdered materials you make together, you burn it, melt it, pour it into water where it shatters, and then you grind it back up again and make it back into a glaze. This is Nangani Island. This is where I stayed towards the end of my stay in Fiji. This was the Suva Pottery. This was the name of our organization. Some pictures of the workers. So we were featured a lot in the local newspapers. Here's me again throwing in the paper, throwing a pot. This was Mishka Petersham. He was the original founder of the pottery from North Carolina, with a lot of expertise in glazes. Some of our workers. Here's the group. Let's see if we can get the. And here's a kava ceremony. God dang, I'm sorry about that, guys. Nangani Resort. While I was staying out there for 6 months with my girlfriend, I got into silk screening, t-shirts, and sulus, which are the traditional garb. Shark, all of the area. This is kind of the honor guard of the military. I always thought those the sulus, the white kilts, if you will, were always pretty cool looking. Towards the end of my stay, I lived on this little island called Nangani, which was just a beautiful experience in my life, because it was kind of like, if you've ever seen the movie Blue Lagoon, this was like Blue Lagoon. I lived right at this resort. These are a series of houses that people had built, and then they would rent out have timeshares where they would stay there part of the year, but other people could rent them out during the rest of the year. And then there was a main dining hall and rec area and swimming pool and stuff. Beautiful beach, beautiful coral reefs, just aqua color.